Details make the difference. It's one of the things that Cortland is most proud of and that we stand for. It's about elevating the overall living experience, not just their home. It's about community. That begins with taking a 360-degree view of what the customer sees, because it really is about the customer vision. It's not about my vision or your vision. It's about the customer. So I personally will start at the front monument sign. You drive the community all the way around because, like I said, it's about a 360 view. So when you're looking at the monument sign, that's the first thing your customers see. And oftentimes I will stand outside in the parking lot and literally do a 360 with my team, asking them, what do you see from a customer perspective? What do you see that's good? What do you see that's bad? And that same 360 perspective carries over whether you're walking the amenities, whether you're walking an apartment home, or whether you're just walking the grounds to say hello to your customers. So as our customers come through the exterior, we want to make sure, are the flower beds cut and clean? Is there fresh mulch? Or do you see weeds? When you look up at the gutters on the buildings, do you see dirty gutters or trees growing out of them? Those things are not good. And even when you look at the grass, is it freshly cut? Are your dog and pet areas, do they have the stations that they need for pet owners to feel comfortable? The benches, do they look good? Do your gazebos look good? But let's take it a step further. What about the striping and even the speed bumps? What about your handicap signs? You know, when you look at the exterior, it's not just about the grounds. Really, we're trying to give the overall wow factor for the community as a whole that our customers want. So walking up to the community building, you're looking at the landscaping, you're looking at the sidewalk, you're looking at everything. Are the blinds in the apartments above and below, are they all matched? Or do you have some that are 2-inch and some that are the faux wood? Are they clean? I look at the front door, you know, is it freshly painted? Is there dust on the peephole? All of those small, minute details matter. And what you're really trying to accomplish above and beyond anything else is to give the resident the feeling that we will take care of them. Whether it's the leasing consultant, the community manager, the assistant manager, the resident relations team, service team, housekeepers, we are there to take care of them. Let's talk about the amenities. When you look at the swimming pool area, it's so nice to think of it as a resort because that's what we want our customers to feel. We want our residents to feel like, wow, you know, my pool at my home is a resort. So you want to see that all of the chairs are lined up. All of the cushions are clean. There's no sign of green algae or mold. You want to make sure everything is in great shape. The trash cans are emptied, they're freshly painted, and make sure that your grills are clean. Imagine we have these wonderful grilling areas and you have this wonderful countertop area, but if it's not cleaned every single day, would you want to cook on it? We don't want our customers to think about work. We want them to think about coming out here with their family, their friends, enjoying a day or an evening at the pool area. We want them to feel like we've taken care of everything. You know, you think about even walking into our fitness centers. Wow, the Elevate Fitness Centers, something that no other company has. Some of them have towel services. We have the latest in equipment. You may have fitness on demand. We want to make sure it's clean. We want to make sure it's fresh. It smells good. And all the machines are in great condition. If you've got a seat that's starting to tear, it's time to replace it. That's where the sense of community starts. It's those extra moments. As we continue our amenity walk and we walk through the clubhouses, wow, whether you have the pool table or whether you just have a gorgeous space, the reality is it's your space. As a resident, it's yours. You want to feel like you can go sit there all the time. Then when you have the Starbucks machine, Somebody once said, why do you do a Starbucks machine? Well, let's think about it. All of our communities will have Starbucks machines that the residents can have access to from 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning until 10 or 11 at night. When you walk through that club room, you want it to be somewhere that that resident feels like, this is a haven. Wow, I wouldn't get this if I stayed at the Four Seasons. So when we step inside this home, you are walking in, you're going to look at the threshold on the floor. Is it clean? Is it shiny? It's easy to paint or replace. That's their first step into their new home. I tell everyone, let's walk to one direction. You walk along the right side of the wall, you continue on that, and then you don't miss anything. You know, our customers, they're touchers, they're feelers. They want to see themselves living in that home. So you take that approach, you're looking up and down, everything from the baseboard to the ceiling, to the lights. Are the light globes full of bugs? Yuck. Are they clean? Are they shiny? Are the switch plates the same? Are some of them tied in too tight? Do you have switch plates and outlets that are different colors in the apartment home? Why is that important? Well, it's a detail, and details make the difference. It's one of the things that Cortland is most proud of and that we stand for. It's our reputation, yours and mine, so details are important. As you walk on, you're going to go through the living room, you're going to look, oh wow, there's the patio door, and you see the slider. Wow, is the slider door and the bottom of it clean? You have to look there too, and you certainly can't see that by standing in the apartment. As we said, it's about the small details. So you carry those, you look and you keep walking around. Remember, we're walking around the right side of all the walls. So then when we come to the kitchen, is it a kitchen that you look at and you say, wow? How clean is your kitchen? If you touch that granite or that laminate countertop, do you feel grit or is it clean? Why is that important? Well, that's important because once our customers start touching and feeling, wow, we've got them. And that's a sale. When I look at a range, do I just see a range and a stove? No. If I see a drip pan that's old, what does that tell your resident? It tells them that, oh, it's okay not to clean it because look, other people didn't either. That's not what you're trying to sell. It's about caring enough to open that broiler drawer because inevitably our cleaning crews will have oven cleaner and it's dripped down between the broiler door and the oven. And why is that? Well, we don't want them having to clean it. So we take it a step further and look, that's important. I always say that in our model homes and in our vacants, you do not want anything that makes that resident think about work. If they have to think about doing dishes, if they have to think about cleaning the floor because say your floor is not clean, or they open up a drawer and it's got trash in it or even just an old electrical outlet, it means that they have to clean it. And we don't want them thinking that. We want our residents to come in, feel like this is going to be their sanctuary, and from every day hereafter, they want to come home. I will tell my teams, if I can scrape it off with my fingernail, whether it's paint on a doorknob, paint on a fixture, paint on a window, or dirt, then it shouldn't be there. You then come to the sink. You want to make sure it's got the aerator. You want to make sure the sink functions and works, yes. But more importantly, does it shine? Does it look good and new? Then you go to the refrigerator. Wow, I can't tell you the importance of a refrigerator. And anybody that's walked onto a Cortland community will remember us because we talked about the wow factor. Well, we have a wow fridge. And our community teams are absolutely the best at staging that. Why do they do it? There's something about having that customer open it and say, wow. What do they see? They see health drinks. They see vitamin water. They see the Coke products. They see the snacks, the sweet, the salty, the healthy. It's all there and they get to pick what they want. And it's about the details. I love it when I go in and I look at a wow fridge and every label is turned directly towards us. The residents notice those details. Now we're going to continue this tour with our customer, and then they walk into the bathroom. You know, you've got the mirror that looks great, you've got the countertops, you've got the sink, everything is just like you want it. So then, as you walk over and you look at the toilet. What do you see? Well, hopefully, the toilet lid is closed. You look down near the floor. Do you see a lot of white caulking? You shouldn't. Do you see the coverings over the screws at the base? You should. Has somebody forgotten to paint underneath the bottom? Hopefully not, because you're checking before you ever see a customer walk through that door. And then we come to one of my favorite parts, which is the bathtub and shower. And so when you do that, you have to really look at the base of the shower. Does it have molding? Is it clean? I actually personally will step into the tub, and people will laugh at me for that. But the reason I do it is a serious one, and one that each of our team members should understand and take away. It's a Cortland difference. When you are moving in, think about it. I'm standing in that bathtub, and when you move in, you've spent that whole first day moving. You're hot, you're sweaty, it's tiring. And then you turn on the shower you've been waiting for, and you look up, and all you see is a dirty, grungy shower head. You've kind of ruined that move-in experience. And studies have shown us that a great move-in helps people retain and stay with us longer because they never forget the move-in. So while I'm standing in that bathtub, and after I've looked at the shower head, I actually will reach up and feel the top of the tile where it comes together with the sheetrock. The reason for that is I want to know that it's clean. You look up along the tile walls. Is there differentiation with the paint and the tile? Because as we talked about previously, we either paint or we don't paint, but we shouldn't have paint. So that means that that tile should never have paint on it. Then if you actually will feel down underneath the soap dish, invariably, somebody will not clean under the soap dish and you have soap scum. Well, you and I may not see that as we're walking through the home, but the first time that the kids get in the bathtub or that one of our residents sits in the bathtub, they're eye level. They deserve it to be clean. So we can't forget those details. Those are wow factors. As you come out of the bathroom, then you go down that hallway, you encounter the bedroom. Wow, what can you see in a bedroom? It's empty. And as you're going along that right-hand wall again, what you will see is you will see the windows. Are the window frames clean? Is the metal around the window clean? Are your blinds fully open and in place? Or do you have too many slats in them? You know, if you have 6 or 7 extra slats, well, that's not good because they're invariably going to get broken. Plus, we want to give the residents the perfect home, not the almost perfect. And that's what we're striving for. So you walk around that wall, you come to the closet. I always will step inside the closet, whether it's the hallway, the pantry, the linen, or the bedroom, because invariably people forget to paint on the inside of the closet. But as a customer, if I'm going in to get my clothes, I still see that, and so would you. If it has a light fixture in the ceiling, does it have a globe? If you've just got the bulb and no globe, then it's only half done. Are the lights working everywhere? That's another thing we look at. I actually will go and pull on the closet shelves. A couple of times I've had them fall in, and the service guys are going, you broke it. Well, yes, but better I break it than the resident when they're putting their clothes in it for the first time. So we continue our walk, we go through the next bedroom, we look at the top of the thermostat as you're back in that hallway. Is it clean? Is it on? Is it set? All of those things are important. It's those details. You come back around and you're back in the living room or dining room, and again, you're following that right-hand wall. And if you do that, you won't miss the details. In fact, you'll see them, you will become accustomed to seeing them, and they become your new normal, just like they are mine. Remember that every time a customer renews with us, it pretty much saves us over $3,000 in turn cost. And that is important to the bottom line. It's also, think of it like this, the income that we gain from our residents and from making them happy helps to pay your salary, it helps to pay my salary. More importantly, it helps for us to build a better resident experience.